Hey there, are you tired of feeling hurt or frustrated when someone says something rude or insulting? Well, buckle up because we've got some incredible insights coming your way. Imagine this. You're peacefully going about your day, and suddenly someone throws a verbal jab your way. Ouch, right? But wait, what if I told you there's a way to maintain your inner peace even in the face of negativity? Welcome to Wisdom Woven, your go-to channel for practical wisdom and transformative advice. In this video, we're diving deep into the teachings of Buddhism to discover powerful strategies for dealing with rude and insulting people. Picture this as your roadmap to navigating the stormy waters of rudeness with grace and serenity. But hold on tight because we're not just scratching the surface. We're delving into the core of mindfulness and compassion. And guess what? Our target for this video is not just a few likes. We're aiming for a whopping 1,000 likes. Why? Because we're bringing something different, something that resonates with you on a deeper level. So, if you're ready to transform the way you respond to negativity, hit that like button and let's embark on this journey together. Buckle up, because we're about to explore how to stay calm amidst the storm of insults and rudeness. But hey, staying calm isn't just about suppressing your emotions. It's about cultivating a deeper awareness of your inner landscape. Through mindfulness, we'll learn to observe our thoughts and emotions without judgment, like clouds drifting across the sky. Get ready to anchor yourself in the present moment, creating a refuge amidst the chaos of the external world. We'll discover that true strength lies not in reacting impulsively, but in responding with wisdom and discernment. By maintaining a calm demeanor, we disarm the power of insults and diffuse potential conflicts. And guess what? Our inner peace remains unscathed by the fluctuations of external circumstances. So, if you're tired of feeling like a leaf blowing in the wind, stay tuned because we're about to empower you with some life-changing wisdom. Get ready to transform adversity into an opportunity for spiritual growth and liberation. It's time to rewrite your narrative and reclaim your inner peace. Lesson 1: Stay calm. Have you ever felt like your emotions were a roller coaster? Especially when someone's being rude or insulting. It's like a storm brewing inside you, isn't it? But what if there's a way to find peace in the middle of this chaos? Welcome back to Wisdom Woven, where we're diving deep into the ocean of Buddhist wisdom to uncover powerful strategies for inner peace. Imagine this: you're faced with harsh words or rude behavior. Your first instinct might be to react, to defend yourself. But what if there's another way? Buddhism teaches us that staying calm is not just about suppressing our emotions. It's about understanding them. In the practice of mindfulness, we learn to observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment. It's like watching clouds pass by in the sky. We realize that our emotions, like clouds, come and go. They don't define us. When someone insults us, it's like a wave crashing against a rock. But instead of being swept away, we stand firm. We anchor ourselves in the present moment, where true peace resides. This isn't about ignoring injustice. It's about responding with clarity and wisdom. The Buddha said, "Conquer anger with non-anger." This doesn't mean we're weak. It means we're strong enough to break the cycle of negativity. By staying calm, we disarm insults and prevent conflicts from escalating. Think about it. When we're calm, we're like a beacon of light in a stormy sea. We inspire others to find peace within themselves. And isn't that a world we all want to live in? So, the next time someone tries to ruffle your feathers, remember, staying calm isn't just about them. It's about you. It's about reclaiming your inner peace and choosing love over anger. Join us as we explore more lessons on navigating life's challenges with grace and wisdom. Stay tuned for the next part, where we'll uncover another gem of Buddhist wisdom. Lesson 2: Don't stoop to their level. Do you ever feel like you're in a verbal boxing match, with insults flying left and right? It's a common scenario, but here's the thing. When someone throws shade your way, you don't have to catch it. Instead, you can choose to rise above the negativity. Think about it. When someone insults you, it's like they're handing you a hot potato. You have a choice. You can either throw it back, escalating the conflict, or you can let it cool in your hands and choose not to engage. Here's the secret. Reacting with aggression or spite only fuels the fire. It's like adding fuel to a flame. But if you respond with kindness and understanding, you're pouring water on that fire, extinguishing it before it can spread. Imagine this. Someone insults you, but instead of retaliating, you respond with a smile and a kind word. It's like throwing them off balance, confusing them with your unexpected kindness. And guess what? It often stops them dead in their tracks. Remember, when someone is rude or disrespectful, it's usually a reflection of their own insecurities and inner turmoil. It's like they're carrying around a backpack full of rocks, and they're looking for someone to unload it on. But you don't have to be their punching bag. Instead, you can be the lighthouse in their stormy sea, guiding them back to calmer waters with your compassion and understanding. By refusing to stoop to their level, you're not only protecting your own peace of mind, but you're also offering them a lifeline. It's important to set boundaries, though. You don't have to tolerate mistreatment or disrespect, but you can assert your boundaries firmly and assertively without resorting to aggression or hostility. Remember, you're not responsible for other people's behavior, but you are responsible for how you respond to it. And responding with kindness and compassion is not only empowering, but it also sets a powerful example for others to follow. So the next time someone tries to bring you down with their words, don't stoop to their level. Instead, rise above it with grace and dignity. You'll not only preserve your own inner peace, but you'll also inspire others to do the same. Lesson 3. Discover your self-worth. Have you ever felt knocked down by someone's hurtful words or actions? It's like they've taken a hammer to your confidence, leaving you feeling small and insignificant. But what if I told you that your worth isn't determined by what others say or do? In this lesson, we're going to explore the powerful concept of self-worth and how it can transform the way you see yourself. Imagine a world where you wake up every morning feeling confident and secure in who you are, regardless of what anyone else thinks. That's the power of self-worth. It's the unshakable belief that you are valuable and deserving of love and respect, simply because you exist. But how do you cultivate this sense of self-worth? It starts with recognizing that you are more than just your accomplishments or the opinions of others. Your worthiness is intrinsic. It's woven into the very fabric of your being. Think of yourself as a precious gem, with unique qualities and strengths that make you shine bright. Just like a diamond doesn't need validation to sparkle, neither do you. You are inherently valuable simply by virtue of being alive. Now, I know it's easier said than done to embrace this mindset, especially in a world that constantly bombards us with messages of inadequacy. From social media to societal expectations, it's easy to fall into the trap of comparison and self-doubt. But here's the secret. Self-worth isn't something you have to earn or prove. It's something you already possess, waiting to be uncovered beneath the layers of doubt and insecurity. It's about recognizing your inherent worthiness and embracing yourself, flaws and all. One powerful way to cultivate self-worth is through self-compassion. Just as you would offer kindness and understanding to a friend in need, extend that same compassion to yourself. Treat yourself with the same love and care that you would offer to someone you deeply care about. Another tool in your self-worth toolbox is gratitude. Take a moment each day to reflect on the things you appreciate about yourself, your strengths, your accomplishments, even the challenges you've overcome. By focusing on the positive aspects of yourself, you reinforce your sense of worthiness. It's also important to set boundaries and surround yourself with people who uplift and support you. Remember, you deserve to be treated with kindness and respect in all your relationships. Don't be afraid to walk away from toxic situations or people who diminish your sense of self-worth. And finally, practice mindfulness. By staying present in the moment and observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment, you can cultivate a deeper sense of self-awareness and acceptance. Remember, you are worthy of love and respect exactly as you are. So, as you embark on your journey to discover your self-worth, remember this: you are enough, just as you are. Embrace your uniqueness, celebrate your strengths, and know that you are deserving of love and happiness. It's time to shine bright and reclaim your power. Lesson 4. Confuse them with kindness. In a world where sharp words and harsh actions seem to dominate, there exists a profound yet simple strategy. Confuse them with kindness. Imagine this. Someone hurls insults your way, expecting you to retaliate in anger, but instead, you respond with genuine warmth and compassion. It's like throwing a curveball that leaves them puzzled and disarmed. Kindness is a superpower, capable of transforming even the most hostile situations. When faced with rudeness or negativity, responding with kindness may feel counterintuitive, but it holds the power to break the cycle of negativity and foster reconciliation. Think about it. When someone expects hostility and receives kindness instead, it disrupts their expectations and invites them to reconsider their approach. It's like throwing a pebble into a still pond, creating ripples of positivity that spread far and wide. But kindness isn't just about confusing others. It's also about healing ourselves. When we choose kindness over resentment, we free ourselves from the burden of anger and negativity. It's like opening a window in a stuffy room, letting in fresh air and light. Kindness isn't weakness. It's a strength that requires courage and compassion. It's about standing firm in the face of adversity, refusing to let negativity dictate our actions. By choosing kindness, we become agents of change, spreading love and understanding wherever we go. And here's the beautiful part. Kindness is contagious. When we respond to insults or rudeness with genuine warmth and compassion, we inspire others to do the same. It's like lighting a candle in the darkness, illuminating the path for others to follow. But let's be real. Practicing kindness isn't always easy. It requires patience, empathy, and a willingness to see beyond the surface. Yet, with practice, it becomes second nature, a guiding principle that shapes our interactions and transforms our relationships. So, the next time you're faced with rudeness or hostility, remember the power of kindness. Instead of reacting with anger or resentment, choose to confuse them with kindness. You'll be amazed at the transformative impact it has, not just on others, but on yourself as well. Lesson 5. Call them out calmly. Have you ever been in a situation where someone says something rude or disrespectful to you? It can be really tough to know how to respond, right? Well, in this lesson, we're going to talk about a skillful way to address that kind of behavior, calling them out calmly. Imagine this. You're in a conversation, and suddenly, someone says something hurtful. Your first instinct might be to react with anger or defensiveness, but there's another way. By calling out rude behavior calmly, you not only maintain your own dignity, but also create an opportunity for positive change. Picture this scenario. You're at work, and a colleague makes a snide remark about your idea in front of everyone. Instead of lashing out or getting upset, you take a deep breath and calmly address the situation. You might say something like, "I feel disrespected when you speak to me like that." By using I statements, you express your feelings without accusing the other person. This approach opens up a space for dialogue and understanding rather than escalating the conflict. Now, here's the thing. Calling out rude behavior calmly doesn't mean you're weak. In fact, it takes strength and courage to confront someone respectfully, especially when you're feeling hurt or upset. Think about it this way. When you call someone out calmly, you're not just standing up for yourself. You're also setting a positive example for others. Your actions show that it's possible to address conflict with grace and integrity. But here's the kicker. Sometimes the other person might not respond the way you hope. They might get defensive or deny their actions. And that's okay. The important thing is that you spoke your truth with sincerity and compassion. Remember, your goal isn't to change the other person's behavior. It's to uphold your own dignity and self-respect. So even if the conversation doesn't go as planned, you can still walk away knowing that you stayed true to yourself. In the end, calling out rude behavior calmly is about taking ownership of your feelings and asserting your boundaries. It's a powerful way to navigate difficult situations with grace and maturity. So the next time you find yourself faced with rudeness or disrespect, remember this lesson. Take a deep breath, speak your truth calmly, and don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. You've got this. Lesson 6. Walk away. In life, there are moments when the best choice we can make is to walk away. Imagine a scenario where someone is being rude or insulting to you. It's like a storm brewing, and you have a choice. Do you stand in the storm and risk getting swept away? Or do you find shelter and wait for the storm to pass? Walking away doesn't mean you're weak. It means you value your inner peace and well-being above engaging in a conflict that may not lead to anything positive. It's like taking a step back to protect your own mental and emotional health. Think of it this way. If someone throws a ball of negativity at you, you don't have to catch it. You can simply step aside and let it pass by. Walking away is a powerful act of self-care and self-respect. Sometimes, staying in a situation where you're being insulted or disrespected only adds fuel to the fire. Walking away breaks that cycle. It's like putting out the flames before they have a chance to spread. Walking away doesn't mean you're giving up or admitting defeat. It means you're choosing peace over conflict. It takes strength and courage to walk away from a situation that isn't serving you. By walking away, you're setting boundaries for yourself. You're saying, I deserve to be treated with respect, and I won't tolerate being treated otherwise. It's a way of honoring yourself and your worth. Walking away can also be a way of protecting the other person. Sometimes people lash out because they're struggling with their own issues. By removing yourself from the situation, you're preventing it from escalating further. It's important to remember that walking away doesn't mean you're cutting off all communication. You can still address the issue later once emotions have cooled down. But by walking away in the heat of the moment, you're giving yourself the space to respond calmly and thoughtfully. Walking away is not about avoiding difficult conversations. It's about choosing the right time and place to have those conversations. Sometimes stepping away and taking a breather can actually lead to more productive dialogue in the long run. Walking away is a form of self-respect. It's about recognizing your own worth and refusing to engage in situations that compromise it. It's like saying to yourself, I deserve better than this. In the grand scheme of things, walking away from a negative situation is a small price to pay for your peace of mind. It's like taking a detour to avoid a traffic jam. Sure, it may take a little longer to reach your destination, but the journey will be much smoother. Walking away is a form of empowerment. It's taking control of your own life and refusing to let others dictate your emotions or actions. It's like reclaiming your power in a situation where you feel powerless. So the next time you find yourself in a situation where someone is being rude or disrespectful, remember that you have the power to walk away. It's not a sign of weakness, but rather a sign of strength and self-respect. And by walking away, you're not only protecting yourself, but you're also creating space for more positive interactions and experiences in your life. Lesson 7. Set boundaries. Do you often find yourself feeling overwhelmed by rude or disrespectful behavior from others? Picture this. You're in a situation where someone crosses the line, saying or doing something hurtful. It leaves you feeling upset, frustrated, and unsure of what to do next. But what if there was a way to regain control and protect your well-being in such moments? That's where setting boundaries comes in. Imagine boundaries as invisible lines that define what is acceptable and unacceptable behavior towards you. Just like physical boundaries protect your personal space, emotional boundaries safeguard your mental and emotional health. They serve as a shield against negativity and allow you to maintain a sense of inner peace, even in challenging situations. But how do you set boundaries effectively? It starts with self-awareness. Take the time to reflect on your values, needs, and limits. What behaviors are you comfortable with and which ones cross the line for you? Once you have a clear understanding of your boundaries, communicate them assertively and respectfully to others. Let them know what behavior is acceptable and what isn't, without blaming or shaming them. Setting boundaries isn't about building walls or shutting people out. Instead, It's about creating healthy relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. When you assert your boundaries, you're teaching others how to treat you with dignity and respect. It empowers you to take ownership of your well-being and foster deeper connections with those around you. However, setting boundaries can be challenging, especially if you're used to putting others' needs before your own. You may fear rejection or conflict, but remember, your boundaries are non-negotiable. They're essential for maintaining your mental and emotional health. So, stand firm in your convictions, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. Boundaries aren't just for protecting yourself from external threats. They also help you honor your own needs and priorities. By setting clear boundaries, you're giving yourself permission to prioritize self-care and say no to things that drain your energy or compromise your values. It's an act of self-love and empowerment. Moreover, boundaries aren't set in stone. They can evolve over time as your needs and circumstances change. Be open to reassessing and adjusting your boundaries as necessary. And remember, it's okay to seek support from friends, family, or a therapist if you're struggling to establish or enforce your boundaries. In essence, setting boundaries is an act of self-respect and self-preservation. It's about honoring your worth and refusing to tolerate behavior that undermines your well-being. So, the next time someone crosses the line, don't hesitate to assert your boundaries firmly but compassionately. Your mental and emotional health are worth protecting. Lesson 8. Practice forgiveness. Forgiveness is like a magic elixir for the soul, capable of transforming pain into peace and resentment into liberation. Picture this. You're carrying a heavy backpack filled with stones of anger, hurt, and bitterness. Every step you take feels like a burden, weighing you down, draining your energy. Now imagine unzipping that backpack and releasing each stone, one by one. That's what forgiveness does. It lightens your load, freeing you to walk with ease and grace. But here's the thing, forgiveness isn't about letting someone off the hook for their actions. It's not about condoning or excusing their behavior. Instead, it's a radical act of self-love and liberation. When you forgive, you're not doing it for them, you're doing it for yourself. You're saying, I refuse to let this pain define me. I choose to let go and move forward. Think of forgiveness as a gift you give yourself, a gift of inner peace, healing, and freedom. Holding on to grudges only poisons your own well-being, like drinking poison and expecting the other person to suffer. But when you forgive, you break free from the chains of the past, reclaiming your power and sovereignty. Forgiveness isn't always easy. In fact, it can be one of the hardest things to do. It requires courage, vulnerability, and a willingness to let go of the need for vengeance. But the rewards are immeasurable. When you forgive, you reclaim your peace of mind, your joy, and your humanity. Imagine a world where forgiveness is the norm rather than the exception. A world where people choose compassion over retaliation, understanding over judgment. That's the world we can create, one act of forgiveness at a time. So how do you practice forgiveness? Start by acknowledging your pain. Allow yourself to feel it fully without judgment or resistance. Then, cultivate empathy for the person who hurt you. Recognize that they, too, are human, flawed, and fallible just like you. Next, set the intention to forgive. Understand that forgiveness is a process, not a one-time event. It may take time, and that's okay. Be patient with yourself. Practice self-compassion along the way. Treat yourself with kindness and gentleness, knowing that you're doing the best you can. And remember, forgiveness isn't about forgetting or pretending that the hurt didn't happen. It's about choosing to release the hold it has on you so you can live fully and authentically. Finally, celebrate your courage and resilience. Recognize the strength it takes to forgive and honor yourself for taking this powerful step toward healing. And know that as you forgive, you pave the way for greater love, connection, and peace in your life and in the world. So, dear viewer, I invite you to join me on this journey of forgiveness, a journey that begins with the courage to let go and ends with the freedom to embrace life fully. Together, Let's create a world where forgiveness reigns supreme, and where every heart is free to love and be loved. Lesson 9. Cultivate compassion. Are you tired of feeling angry or hurt every time someone is rude to you? What if there was a way to transform those negative feelings into something positive? Well, there is, and it's called compassion. Imagine a world where instead of reacting with anger, you respond with understanding and kindness. That's the power of compassion, and in this lesson, we'll explore how cultivating compassion can change your life for the better. Compassion is like a superpower that allows you to see beyond someone's rude behavior and understand the pain or suffering that may be causing it. It's about putting yourself in their shoes and responding with empathy rather than anger. But cultivating compassion isn't always easy. It requires practice and patience. Just like any skill, the more you practice, the better you become at it. So how do you start? One way is through loving kindness meditation, where you focus on sending love and well wishes to yourself and others. By regularly practicing this meditation, you can train your mind to respond to negativity with compassion rather than hostility. Another way to cultivate compassion is by actively seeking out opportunities to help others. Whether it's volunteering at a local shelter or simply offering a kind word to someone in need, acts of kindness not only benefit others but also nurture your own capacity for compassion. It's also important to remember to be compassionate towards yourself. We all make mistakes and have moments of weakness. Instead of beating yourself up over them, practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer to a friend in need. By cultivating compassion, you not only transform your own life, but also contribute to creating a more compassionate world. Imagine if everyone responded to rudeness with compassion, how much kinder and more harmonious our interactions would be. So, are you ready to unleash the power of compassion in your life? It may not always be easy, but the rewards are immeasurable. Join us as we explore how to cultivate compassion and create a world filled with kindness and understanding. Lesson 10. Seek support. Are you ever feeling overwhelmed by rude or insulting behavior from others? It's okay to admit it. We all face moments when the weight of negativity feels too heavy to bear alone. But here's the good news. You don't have to go through it alone. There's power in seeking support. Imagine this. You're facing a barrage of hurtful comments from someone close to you. Your emotions are in turmoil, and it feels like there's no way out. In moments like these, reaching out for support can be a game changer. Whether it's a trusted friend, a family member, or a professional counselor, having someone to lean on can provide much-needed solace and perspective. But seeking support isn't just about finding a shoulder to cry on. It's also about gaining valuable insights and guidance to navigate challenging situations. A supportive friend might offer fresh perspectives or practical strategies for dealing with rude behavior. A therapist or counselor can help you explore underlying issues and develop healthy coping mechanisms. Remember, reaching out for support isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength. It takes courage to acknowledge when you need help and to take proactive steps to improve your well-being. By seeking support, you're actively investing in your mental and emotional resilience. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to feel isolated and disconnected. But by fostering meaningful connections with others, we create a network of support that sustains us through life's ups and downs. Whether it's a heartfelt conversation with a friend over coffee or a virtual support group with like-minded individuals, human connection is a powerful antidote to loneliness and despair. Moreover, seeking support isn't just about receiving. It's also about giving. By reaching out to others in their time of need, we cultivate empathy and compassion within ourselves. We become part of a community that uplifts and supports each other, creating a ripple effect of kindness and goodwill. So, how can you start seeking support today? Begin by identifying people in your life whom you trust and feel comfortable opening up to. Reach out to them and let them know what you're going through. You might be surprised by how willing they are to listen and offer support. Additionally, don't hesitate to explore professional resources available to you. Whether it's therapy, counseling, or support groups, there are many avenues for seeking professional help. These professionals are trained to provide non-judgmental support and guidance tailored to your specific needs. Remember, you deserve to feel supported and cared for, especially during challenging times. Don't hesitate to reach out and ask for help when you need it. You're not alone on this journey, and together, we can navigate life's storms with strength and resilience. Conclusion. Welcome back, dear viewers, to the final part of our journey together. It's been an enlightening exploration into the depths of Buddhist wisdom, uncovering invaluable insights on how to deal with rude and insulting people. As we conclude this video, let's take a moment to reflect on the transformative journey we've embarked upon. Throughout this video, we've learned that maintaining inner peace in the face of negativity is not just a lofty ideal, but an achievable goal within our grasp. By delving into the teachings of Buddhism, we've discovered powerful strategies for navigating the stormy waters of rudeness with serenity and grace. From staying calm amidst the chaos to refusing to stoop to the level of others, each lesson has offered practical guidance on how to respond to insults with wisdom and compassion. We've learned the importance of focusing on our self-worth, cultivating kindness, and setting healthy boundaries. But our journey doesn't end here. As we bid farewell to this video, let us carry these teachings with us into our daily lives. Let us embrace the practice of forgiveness, cultivate empathy, and seek support when needed. Remember, dear viewers, that dealing with rude and insulting people is not just about managing external conflicts, but about nurturing our inner peace and well-being. By embodying the principles of mindfulness and equanimity, we can transform adversity into opportunities for growth and liberation. So, as you go forth from this video, I encourage you to apply these teachings in your interactions with others. Approach every encounter with an open heart and a spirit of kindness. And remember, you are worthy of love and respect, regardless of the opinions of others. Thank you for joining us on this journey of self-discovery and empowerment. May you continue to walk the path of peace and compassion, inspiring others to do the same. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel, Wisdom Woven, for more insightful content. Until next time, may you be blessed with inner peace and happiness. Farewell, and may your journey be filled with light and love.